What if I told you the dollar isn't powerful on its own? Oil makes it powerful. The US dollar isn't powerful just because of its economy. It's because of oil. Every time any country buys oil, they first need dollars. And that's how one decision connected oil to dollar to the entire world. In the early 1970s, the United States faced a serious financial threat. For years, the dollar was tied to gold. That meant countries trusted it because they could exchange dollars for real gold anytime. But there was one problem. The US started creating more money than it had gold to back it, and countries noticed. They began asking for their gold back, fast. If this continued, the entire system could collapse. So in 1971, President Richard Nixon made a bold move. He completely removed gold from the dollar. Just like that, the dollar became paper backed by nothing except trust. But this created a dangerous question. Why would the world keep using it? This is where the real strategy begins. The US turned to the one thing every country desperately needs: oil. It made a powerful agreement with Saudi Arabia, one of the biggest oil exporters on Earth. The deal was simple. Oil would only be sold in US dollars, and in return, the US would provide protection, weapons, and support. Soon, other countries in OPEC followed the same system. And just like that, oil equals dollars. Now think about this. Every country needs oil, so every country now needs dollars. That means before buying energy, before running industries, before growing their economy, they must first get US dollars. This created constant global demand, and that gave the US a massive advantage. Because when the world depends on your currency, you don't just control money, you influence the entire system. This system allowed the US to do something no other country could easily do: print more money, run huge debts, and still remain stable, because the world kept needing dollars. In simple terms, the US wasn't just using money, it was exporting its currency to the entire planet. But now, something is changing. Countries like China and Russia are slowly moving away from the dollar. They're starting to trade oil in their own currencies. Even Saudi Arabia has begun exploring alternative deals. Why? Because relying on the dollar also means giving the US influence over your economy. If this continues, the demand for dollars could weaken, and that could reshape global power completely. Not instantly, but slowly. So now think about this. If oil built the dollar's power, what happens if oil no longer needs it? Will the dollar stay on top, or is the system quietly shifting right now? Comment your opinion, because the future of global power might depend on it.